What's up, everybody? Soren Baker.
Amir Rahimi.
And today on The Great Debaters, we're taking it back to what many people consider the best posse cut of all time, The Symphony. Great Debaters. Alright, Amir. So today on The Great Debaters, we are looking at The Symphony, arguably the best posse cut of all time, and we're going to say who has the best verse on this song, which is a tall order, because there's 4 phenomenal verses on here. So Amir, this was one of the early songs that featured multiple artists on it. It wasn't the first, but it was an early song that had more than one artist, and it was at the time, and I would argue really till today, the definitive posse cut as it became known. So for you, I know you didn't hear the song right when it came out, but as you were getting into rap, do you remember first hearing about the song, or even the first time you heard it and what it meant to you?
I don't know how I heard of this song. I definitely heard it first on YouTube, though.
Okay.
I remember seeing the video first, and for the longest time I thought that was just the song, but for what I assumed to be for, video length restrictions, they had to trim it down, because in the video version I think it's like 4 minutes and some change, but on the album version it's closer to 6 minutes. So for the longest time I thought that was like the full verses, and I was wrong. So I don't know how I heard of it, but I think I was probably just browsing through YouTube, and then I found it. This is a very long time ago though, and I like the setting of the video, how they're kind of going to a saloon and everything, and
right.
Marley Marl, you see Roxanne Shante, who's not rapping on the song, she's in the video, and other members too, but definitely I feel like this is one of those songs that when it came out it probably made a big impact. You can probably
Absolutely
touch more on that than I can, but I'm sure it definitely had a big impact, especially with the roster and being on Cool Chillin'.
Yeah, all that was a big deal, and at the time, Cool G Rap and Big Daddy Kane were the ones that were known because of the material they had put out, even though Craig G had stuff out too. But to me, this was the real introduction to Craig G and Master Ace, especially on video form. So that was exciting. In Control Volume 1, the album from which this comes from, definitely you got a great look at Master Ace, because he had a couple songs on there, as well as Craig G with Droppin' Science. But I was just stunned when I saw this video and heard the song, because it's a phenomenal piece of work. So let's take it from the top. Let's take it from the top, Amir. So Master Ace starts the song off.
Mm-hmm.
So for you, Amir, what did you think of Master Ace's verse?
Master Ace, before he cut off the ER and put the A, Master Ace, I actually, you're probably going to shake your head, but I was not that impressed with Master Ace's verse. There it is. I don't know. Master Ace to me is one of the best rappers ever. Like, he's so good. His discography is amazing. He's, even 2018 with that album he put out, Marco Polo, is so freaking great. Oh my god. Excellent. So he's still got it 30 plus years. And here's another thing too. I was doing some research on the song, and you can't blame Master Ace either, because this was pretty much more of an impromptu performance, because I don't know what the real story is, and maybe you know this too, but MC Shan was one of the people who was supposed to be on the song, obviously, but either I've heard a story where he felt that he was too big to be on the song, and I heard another story that there was a financial thing going on and he didn't want to be on the song. Which is true, I don't know, but either way, and I think you want to say something, either way, Master Ace, I think, was told to hurry up or not hurry up, but he was put more in the position to write his rhyme quicker, and he also went first because the other people didn't want to go first.
Right.
So, Master Ace, I did like his verse, but to the other people compared, I think Master Ace does not have a contender for the best verse. That's me, though. But I know you wanted to say a few things, so let it off.
Well, the main thing is Master Ace, as people know from either reading my stuff or my interviews with him, or just talking about rap in general, I also believe he's one of the best rappers of all time, and he's like top 10 status to me. Like, he's phenomenal. So, you know, I think he definitely, in my opinion, does not have the best verse on this song, but I also think he did a great job, especially given when we look at things with what Big Daddy Kane and Kool G Rap had done, you know, prior to this song. Master Ace, again, this is more of his beginning into really getting on record. So, but it's a great way to start off the song. I think he, you know, showed the promise that we would then see would take a look around and the rest of his career, as we saw in In Control Volume 1. Keep your eyes on the prize. So, amazing. But let's move on then to Craig G. So Craig G is the youngest member of the Juice Crew, and he goes second. And you know, I'd say, compared to the other three in particular, ironic given a lot of Big Daddy Kane stuff, but at least on this song, he had the most smooth, kind of, I would say, easily digestible and kind of friendly sounding, for lack of a better way to put it, verse on the song. But what did you think of Craig G?
No, I think you pretty much touched upon that, and he definitely has the shortest verse. I'm not sure if that's what they limited him to or what he was most comfortable with, but Masta Ace, G-Rap, and Kane all had significantly longer verses.
Right.
But Craig G did well, too, and he set it up. And one thing, too, that I really like about this song is how they say who's next on the symphony, and they say Kool G or Big Daddy Kane or
right.
Craig G or whoever, and I really like that, too. It's a little interactive. It's nice. So,
it's like a relay race passing the baton.
Exactly.
It's pretty cool.
And I like that a lot, too. And it's not a chorus, but it kind of is like it's great. But Craig G was dope. Ace did well. G-Rap takes it to another realm.
And really. That's where we are now.
He takes it to another realm, man. Marley, did say Marley gets a slice, I get nice, something like that, and then
Slice is horrifying as Vincent
Price, dude. Like, the way G-Rap comes in is definitely more aggressive, and
that's one way to put it.
The way he just looks in the video too is, you know, awesome and cool, and he has the gun, and I think that Kool G Rap's verse is just quite exceptional. I love the Edison line as well. That's one of the best parts of his verse. G-Rap, man, he's one of my favorite rappers as well of all time, in addition to Masta Ace, like I previously said, and he just I think he's very confident on this song too. Just great punchlines, great flow. Kool G Rap, I've seen a lot of people think he has the best verse on this song. Whether it's my best verse or not, you'll find out shortly. But
yes.
But I want to hear what you think about it.
I thought Kool G Rap did a phenomenal job. This was, you know, during, as they say, G-Rap in his prime. You know, I just thought he was great, and he had shown why he was so revered, and to do it in one verse, and then, you know, after Craig G and before Big Daddy Kane, I thought it was just phenomenal. I liked the imagery, and he had the great punchlines, of course, and the wordplay was there, and then his husky delivery I always thought was appealing. So for all those reasons, I think his verse was a standout, and then we get to Big Daddy Kane. So for me, I really thought Big Daddy Kane was amazing, and he has one of my favorite lines in rap history where he says, "Put a quarter in your ass because you played yourself."
Yep.
That's one of my all-time favorites because it was just so unexpected, and one of the many things I love about rap is like a line like that where, you know, he's talking, it's so many levels of you know, he's playing you and you're getting played and you're playing the game, and then it's like the imagination and the how in the world did he even think of thatness of the line, I just always thought was amazing. And then as was the case with his work with Marley Marl on Long Live the Kane, and then the little bit that he did on It's a Big Daddy Thing, I thought that because of the sampling and because of how the songs are structured orally, I thought that this song was one of those that really worked with Big Daddy Kane's voice and his cadence and how he decided to write and the flow on the song. So, what about you?
That should be one of everyone's favorite lines in rap history because it's phenomenal. It's so good. But also another standout line would be, if rap was a house, you'd be evicted. Like, dude.
Yeah.
So simple yet so amazing. Big Daddy Kane is just, talk about confidence, this guy. Like, this guy's ridiculous.
Off the charts.
Dude, he is so great. And for me, in my opinion, I think G-Rap and Kane are kind of going head to head, and they both have different approaches.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kane just beats G-Rap in a slight victory. I think Kane was just so excellent, and just the things he's saying and the punchlines, because they both have punchlines on it, clearly, but I just prefer Kane slightly more, and the things that he says. And even I recall Jay-Z saying once that with Big Daddy Kane, with the cord in the ass, you played yourself line, apparently, and I don't know the history of this, but Jay-Z said it, so who knows. He said, like, saying the phrase playing yourself wasn't really a thing, so Big Daddy Kane kind of said it on the spot, and to him that was amazing. So I think that's just crazy. If that is indeed true, it makes the line even awesomer. But just Big Daddy Kane throughout that verse, that really long verse, is just excellent. And
well, remember, not too long thereafter, Ice-T had a song called "You Played Yourself."
Well, that's true. That was on in 90 or 91 or 89 or something like that. So yeah, after the song, this dude.
But anyway, shout out to Ice-T as always.
Yes.
But so you're picking Big Daddy Kane?
Big Daddy Kane for me.
Well, I also go with Big Daddy Kane.
Oh.
Because I think his wordplay and his imagination was just, of the four, by far the most elevated and advanced on this song. And I also thought that he had that, as he did on many of his great songs, he had that rough confidence, but he also didn't sound like he was trying too hard. He had a very cool way of sounding super tough or super hard, but also not seeming like I'm trying to do this. It just was so effortless to him, and I think his verse on the symphony is a prime example of that, and it stands the test of time, and why people like Jay-Z look at this song and lines from it as so remarkable, because Big Daddy Kane was just annihilating everything in his path. And again, I believe Kool G Rap, Craig G, and Master Ace, for what they did on their respective verses, is also top tier lyricism. I would give Kool G Rap the second best verse on there, but I just think Kane is just, this is when Kane was untouchable, and I think this is a prime example of that.
Dude. Untouchable being a good word to use.
Yeah, great Above the Law song too.
That's true too.
But anyway, that's my pick. And Amir, on a rare instance, when it's a one selection thing, Amir and I actually have the same pick. So hit us up and let us know what you guys think, because we know, just in general from talking to people over the years, that we are definitely not the only ones that think Big Daddy Kane has the best verse, but we think a lot of people don't think he has the best verse.
Yeah.
So hit us up and let us know what you guys think on Unique Access Entertainment, as well as Rappin' And Snackin'. And of course, be sure to like, subscribe, and share to both channels so we can keep growing and keep giving you guys interesting debates to ponder. And I'm Soren Baker.
Amir Rahimi.
Great debaters, y'all. The Symphony.
Be sure to check out the History of Gangster Rap by Soren Baker. He's official.
History of Gangster Rap features exclusive interviews with Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, MC Ren, the DOC, and dozens of others. The History of Gangster Rap, a definitive look at how Los Angeles changed rap forever.
In Los Angeles, the streets definitely set the tone of the hip-hop music.
At 19, I got a $50,000 car.
My whole angle always was, I'll be street, but I will always tell you the horrors that go along with this life.
It will be penalties and casualties for just wearing the wrong color in somebody's neighborhood.
And once gangster rap made it from the streets to the TV, the genre exploded.
With Fab 5 on Yo MTV Raps with NWA.
Yo MTV, it just catapulted us from being local heroes to national gangbang rappers.
The history of gangster rap discusses it all from 1980 up till today.
It's always gonna be shit happening in the street. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be something to talk about.
The history of gangster rap in stores now.